As a video imaging professional, we like to understand the tools in our inventory to our advantage. Knowing the characteristics and limitations will help us in many ways as a technical director, consultant, or even as a camera operator or DOP. Following the addition of a Canon R50v camera into our inventory where we've done an initial low light noise level test, here's our test shots for Night Scenics. As we were lazy to bring out any form of support, we did most of the shots in handheld, and the first thing we noticed is that the optical IS from this 14 to 30mm lens isn't quite so stable after all. The tilt and pan compensation is decent, but the roll axis doesn't seem to be good enough. You can see the rolls in these footage. It is only after this shoot that we realized there is a separate auto level feature in the camera settings. This auto leveling feature utilizes the digital stabilization processing, so when it is activated, we'll not be able to have the digital IS enhancement. It is not documented how many % of a crop to the picture when we toggle on the auto leveling. All these shots are recorded in HEVC 10-bit 422 codec, 4K 25p, and color profile is set at Canon Rec 709. During this shoot, we've tried to limit ourselves to stay within ISO 3200, but we felt most of the shots aren't exposed well enough. For this shot, we managed to rest the camera on a railing for stability, and it looked a lot more usable. We bumped up this shot to ISO 6400 to see the response and black level noise. Here is the side-by-side compare. The building lighting of our iconic National Stadium changed color, so it might be a bit different, but do observe the increase of noise at the black skies. This handheld pan is shot in ISO 3200 and we bump up to ISO 6400 for a quick comparison. Here is the side-by-side for reference. The noise increase compared to the light response of the image isn't that great in our opinion. For the remaining shots, we've pretty much narrowed and limited the preferred ISO at 3200. Along the way, we simply found that the zoom throw for this 14 to 30mm powered zoom lens is just a bit insufficient. We think that the Sony 16 to 50mm version gives a slightly better reach. In terms of doing a zoom and movement shot, a bigger change in the field of view and shot size looks better. The short throw of the 14 to 30mm just feels a bit limiting and pointless for a zoom move. At this point in our test shoot, we were actually feeling frustrated with the rolling axis stabilization. It was impossible to do a decent handheld pan shot. This was before we realized that there's a menu option for auto leveling stabilization. Thankfully for the last few tests that we conduct, we managed to find a flat surface to rest the R50v on while we did these slow shutter shots to see the response. This shot in particular, we lowered the shutter speed to 1/8 of a second, f4.0 and remained at ISO 3200. We liked the look at 1/8 of a second with noise maintaining at ISO 3200, but this is probably only suitable for very static shots. We purposely shot this clip longer just so that we can speed up in post-production to make it look like a time-lapse shot. For a comparison back to 1/25 shutter speed, this is how it looks like. A more natural clip even as we speed up to 300%. Finally, here is our last compare at ISO 3200. ISO 6400 and we bumped up to ISO 12800 for the test finale. We hope you enjoyed watching our video tests as much as we get to discover and learn the characteristics of the Canon R50v as part of our current camera inventory.